Hello and welcome to HD Calcs. I'm Rick, and in this video, we're going to have a look at how we can use and work with percentages on the Desmos online graphing calculator. To get started, all we have to do is go over here and click on the Open Graphing Calculator button, or the one down here. We'll just use this one, and that brings us to our graphing calculator here. Starting off simple, if we just want to find the percentage of a number, for example, what is 75% of 12? All we have to do is click here to bring up the keyboard or type on our computer keyboard 75. And then if we want percentage, we go over to this ABC button here to bring up this other menu, this up or shift arrow, and then the percentage here at the bottom. So we hit that. Now we see 75% of. The of appears automatically. Desmos knows that's what you want. So then we'll go back to our numbers keypad and hit 12 because that's what we wanted. And we see we get 75% of 12 is equal to 9. How about solving for unknowns? For example, what is X percent of 500 that equals to 25? To find that, all we do is go down, hit our X, and then I'm just going to type the percent on my computer keyboard here because it's easier. Percent. And again, that of appears automatically. 500 equals 25. And now we see we get this line here appearing on our graph. And we see the x-intercept here is 5, and that's our answer. So 5% of 500 is equal to 25. Let's look at another example. Let's look at 90% of y is equal to 4, and we'll find out what y is. So we go ahead and enter our 90% of y equals 4. And now we see we get a line on the y-axis. And again, we look for our intercept point right here. And we see our y-intercept is 4.444, etc. So that's our answer. Finally, what about a percentage change? Let's say we wanted to find 50 plus 10%. Maybe that's the tax rate on something that we're trying to buy. We go ahead and enter the 50 plus 10%. And again, we get that of automatically. So because of that, we have to do 10% of 50 again. And we see we get 50 plus 10% is equal to 55. And if we're doing this as part of a larger equation, it's good to put that in brackets. So that's for taxes. What about discounts? We do the same thing, except subtract. Let's say we were buying something for $100 and we had a 30% discount. Well, we can go ahead and enter our 100 minus 30% of 100, and we see we get the object price after the discount of $70. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really hope this has been helpful. If it has, you can help me out by hitting that like button and subscribe for more calculator tips in the future. And, as always, good luck on those tests out there, everybody. You've got this.